Hello everyone, welcome to another history video. So today we're taking a look at BO3's 8 whack in History Format. So I'm going to be trying this deck today, and we got this new card called the Last Ronin's Technique that I want to try out. It's a 4-mana instant speed card, but it has Sneak 2, which means you're going to be able to sneak this card in when you attack with the card. You're going to be able to bounce back another card into your hand, and that is going to be the cost of the sneak. And when you do that, you create 3 1/1 white Ninja Turtle tokens on the battlefield, attacking if the sneak cost is paid. So this card has some pretty nice burst potential if you pair it with Haste of the Gateway Express. If you have this enchantment solved, the creatures you control get +1/+0, which means if you sneak this card in, it's going to be able to deal 6 damage for 2 mana, and bonus points if you also have something like a Ruby Collector. The Ruby Collector can also pump your creature after you declare an attack. And the Last Ronin's Technique also has some nice synergy, buying back another Bushwhacker to your hand, for example. So at the cost of 2 mana, you can put the Bushwhacker back into your hand, and then the following turn, you can additionally get in there for more damage. And that is if the Bushwhacker doesn't get blocked. So yeah, I don't know how this deck is gonna do in the ladder. So we'll just have to see. And I might also change some cards around if the deck isn't working. So in the outro and in the deck list below, I'll have the final deck list updated. So hence that, I'm going to be hopping over to some History BO3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright. This could either be disastrous or it could be glorious. Turn 1. I don't know, maybe this can work here. So I play the Warden. Warden first, and then we'll go Threaben plus Ornithopter to Scry, maybe? Looks like we're playing against some sort of potentially a control deck. I'm not really sure. Excellent. Howling Mine. At the beginning of player's draw step, if this artifact is untapped, that player draws an additional card. Okay, well, opponent is gaming. Opponent is gaming. I could just... I think I'm just going to Bushwhacker twice. And then I'm gonna do it again. I mean, they're drawing quite a bit, but do they have enough life total? Wow. Opponent blocks 1. They take 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think they actually might be dead because of the Ornithopter. Or were they dead? Actually, I was trying to read this card. So it has to have 3 counters. So they had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, they were exactly dead. I didn't even count, by the way. So we want Gobekin. I'm not really sure about the Seam Rip. I think the Howling Mine might actually could be helping me. Right? At least that's what I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down on Inspector. Well, darn. Okay, opponent surrenders. Good first game. Alright. Nice looking hand. By the way, I am more than prepared to lose with this deck. I am more than prepared. I should have actually gone Warden, by the way. I should have probably gone Warden. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. They play Tamio. That's gonna be very, very difficult to actually get rid of. Yeah, I should have played the Warden first. I should have played the Warden first. No. Oh, they have a chain lightning.
Respect the library. Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
All right, well, am I actually not supposed to play this until next turn? Yeah, am I actually not supposed to play the Threaten Inspector? Because what if I can't activate the Surge? That's kind of my problem here. So we have to kill the Tamio somehow. How do we do that? Arc Light Phoenix. Oh, they're gonna attack. Oh, that's a pretty good card. But I can't play it. Oh no, I can't play it here because I have to Bushwhacker. All right, so four of them has to hit the Tamio here. And then probably these two here. I mean, at the very least, we did kill the Tamio, which is kind of surprising, honestly.
My research is ruined.
So, I can actually get back the Bushwhacker with this card, and then, you know, be able to play this. Oh wow, opponent surrenders. What I was actually talking about is this can buy back another Bushwhacker to my hand for the future turn, which is kind of cool. Rest in peace. Containment Priest. I think that's it. Actually, I mean, potentially like Gobakin as well. But I feel like at this point we're bringing a lot of stuff here. So one less Inspector. This was actually really good because like I would normally cut this card, but they're playing Tamio. What do I do? I think we still cut it. Maybe like cut 2 Bushwhackers. And I'll even cut like a copy of a Ruby Collector. Well, well, well. I'm not sure if I should have kept this hand, but I have Rest in Peace. Excellent. Oh, thing in the ice. Oh, thing in the ice. Oh, you. Maybe I should actually not board out any of the cases. So, does it only bounce? What does it bounce? Return... Okay, only the creatures. And it doesn't have a trample. So, I mean, we'll be able to, like, block this thing multiple times. I actually don't know what to do. My plan was actually to Gleeful Demolition the Ancient Den. But now opponent has a thing in the ice, you know.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Yeah, this isn't looking good. Darn, they blocked. Why would you block there, opponent? Why would you block there? Hands looking so clunky right now. I think we probably lost this one. I think we just go to next game. I'll take a look at the next card. But like, my hand is so clunky, like it's beyond clunky.
I am not defenseless.
Yeah. I can go Ornithopter, Bushwhacker, attack Tameo. They block the Bushwhacker. I think we kind of have to do that. It does kind of depend on whether or not they have an instant speed spell here. Looks like they do. I mean, my hand is just way too clunky. This is also why we only play like 2 lands that tap for a single color source. Because this deck actually really wants like the double red, right? Maybe we're actually supposed to play Fragment Reality instead of a Gateway, or potentially a Seam Rip. Yeah, maybe we are actually supposed to play some Seam Rip as well. It's just like there's like diminishing return. Like if you play too many non-creatures, the deck kind of becomes worse and worse. This is also a little bit fishy, but I think we can work with this. We have some removal spells this time. And if I draw land, really good. So it seems like they have something here. I'm going to Invasion. They have a lightning axe, chain lightning, consider, and double rending volley. That's a lot of removal spells. Opponent has removal spells for days. Thing in the ice. Again, kind of a sad tale of not having any targets for the rebirth. I think I'm just gonna run this out, and then just bait out another removal spells. No. Can you assign where this is going? Help! Ooh, that's a good one. Wow, they actually didn't keep the treasure cruise. But why?
Oh no! I'm late for class!
Demi-Lich. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ooh, we might actually lose. We just have so many dead cards. It's actually absolutely crazy. We have so many dead cards. Yeah, these cards are just absolutely like... We're supposed to be the aggro deck, but we actually haven't been able to play the game. 2 games in a row, right?
Bustle it on a mission. I hope you've got bottled lightning to share.
Just too many expensive cards stuck in our hand. We just kind of drew backwards.
Oh yeah, plan's coming together.
But this actually might have happened because I overboarded. Oh, man. Yeah, that's game. Just too many expensive cards. Okay, wonderful hand. Yeah, I just counted, and there's 32 1-drops and 1-drops in the deck, so... I mean, I think we just got a little bit unlucky last game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Exploration. Okay, so this is Valakut. Hmm. Do we play this? I think we do. We might not be able to proc the Surge next turn. But we can pump with the Ruby Collector twice, which means that's 8 damage. We actually have lethal, so they have to block with the Malevolent Rumble here. Okay, so even if this is a scape shift, they only have 6 mana next turn. So I think we just play it. They have to block. Nice. Wear and tear. I think that's it. We're gonna go down on the case. This hand looks mighty suspicious. This is how we lost last time. This is how we lost last time. Oh no. Hands looking mighty suspicious. Okay, so we did at least get the Kuldotha Rebirth online here. Do I play this? Do I play this just to have it online, or... I think this should be still okay. So this will miss Knight Aaron the Bios hitting another Knight, but... I think that's okay. So I'm expecting an Ice Pill Explorer to come out. Maybe I shouldn't have played this. In case I want to proc the Surge later. So I mean, opponent could be dead here, by the way. If they can't answer this board. Oh, Dryad. So... they're gonna be able to deal like, you know, damage to one of the creatures here. Last Ronin. I wish we had one more mana. Actually, is it stronger to go Last Ronin? So they're gonna block this, right? Like here, and then... or if they're greedy, they block 2. And then I deal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then one of the 2 damage becomes 6 damage. That would be lethal. Or let's say I just go Dragon Inspector into Goblin Bushwhacker. Opponent blocks this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's probably the same damage. But I guess if there is a board wipe, because the Ronin is better against the fire magic because I currently have cards attacking. But if they fire magic after I play the Bushwhacker, then I don't have a haster for the next turn. It's better to do this. I'm expecting a fire magic. Okay. GG's. Oh wow, this actually looks pretty cool. So we got some options. We can Ornithopter Gleeful Demolition to set up the case, or we can Ornithopter Last Ronin, you know. Okay. Symmetry Sage. What to do? What to do? What to do? I think I'm gonna do this. Because I want to set up a case so that I can kill the Symmetry Sage if they decide not to use one of the removal spells on our 1/1s. Perfect. Perfect. Bet you didn't see that coming. So we got actually a lot of damage coming in with the last Ronin. Oh. They're going for potential win next turn. I mean, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Seems like they have a removal spell. I'm dealing 10 here. Ribble Shanty. They play Ribble Shanty. Usually you see it Ribble Shanty with like... That's so weird that they play Ribble Shanty. So 4. If they have a 3 damage spell, they can maximum deal 7 damage next turn. Let's say they have... They can't have a land into a 2-mana haster and a spell, right? Because they only have one card. If they have double damage spell, I die next turn anyways, since they have 10 damage. So, let's play it. This is actually a pretty close game. They have to have a blocker here. Okay. Seam rips. I think we just want a lot of removal spells. I don't think we probably care about Rest in Peace in this matchup. Potentially this Fragment Reality is a little bit too much. I'm thinking one Bushwhacker, Ruby Collector, one Gleeful Demolition. I think I should cut the Gleeful Demolition. Since I'm bringing so many, since I'm bringing 4 copies of Seam Rip, which is like an enchantment, I don't think I can cut the artifacts. Right? Oh boy. So we have a Cold Death Rebirth. But we don't have artifact generation. Maybe this Warden should be something else. Maybe this card should be like another Inspector that generates an artifact. That's kind of what I think. Oh, this is so bad. I feel like we've seen this before, right? This is like such a clunky hand. Recipe to lose. Well, I am figuring out what kind of hands are bad and what kind of hands are good now. Oh my god. Another bad card off the top. Absolutely insane. Yep, I'm definitely figuring it out. We know which cards are bad. Pyroclasm. So they play Pyroclasm. I think we just need to, like, stop keeping a bad hand, you know? So this one doesn't have any artifacts, so we're gonna mulligan. This one has a Seam Rip. This hand sucks, by the way, again. But I don't think I can mulligan again. Okay, we're gonna go with the Esper Sentinel. Maybe because we play Warden, instead of a Seam Rip, we should be playing a Portable Hole. They play Quarry Steel Cutter. We should definitely get rid of that. I'm actually very surprised they play Quarry Steel Cutter. So clunky. So clunky. Everything is so clunky. This always happens after, like, post sideboard. Right? Post sideboard, like, everything just becomes so clunky. Can't play anything. Game 1 is always the best, though. Like, for example, we took out some creatures for the Seam Rip. If we had some creatures instead, maybe we could have also, like, went off, potentially. And this Warden might not be, like, just still a 1... Maybe not, like, a 1-2 still. I think we're gonna lose this game. It's just, we just did nothing. Yeah, another Painland as well. It's so painful. Yeah, I think after this game, I am going to change this Seam Rip to an artifact. All right, GG's. Okay. Fantastic hand. So far, some of the games looked absolutely incredible. And some of the games... Should I use this Kuldota when I have an Ancient Den? Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, first time flooding. First time flooding here. Oh no. I think that's game over. Thinking about it, actually shouldn't have played the Kulota Rebirth there. Since I could have searched it. This actually might be an impossible matchup. This actually might be an impossible matchup. Could I have actually won here? No, I would have actually... I've only... They go to 2, so... So for example, if I didn't use the Ancient Den, Kulota Rebirth, on this turn... I mean, I could have also just let it through. Then I would have had exact 21 damage. Wasn't able to think that far. How do we beat a Baragoyf? I don't even know. Like, we have 2 copies of Fragment Reality, but that's Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I guess Last Ronin's not gonna be that great, since it's gonna be a little bit hard to attack through their creatures. I will say, I think there was a win last game. If I was just paying a little bit of attention. Yeah, if I was paying a little bit of attention, I think there was a win there. But I was just too blind. I was blind. Blind and dumb. So unfortunately, we have to actually play that. I'll probably play the Warden here. Ooh, that's a good one. This is a Malevolent Rumble turn. Probably. Fatal Push. Kind of unfortunate because I really wanted to be able to attack here. Yeah, potentially this deck actually might not want like Great Furnace. It's a bit too much. Wow, that is an incredible miss. Oh! Incredible! Okay, so Jar Soul, Barrogoyf, and Pyrogoyf are all dead at the moment. That's kind of insane. Yeah, look at them. 0-1. Who plays a 0-1 creature in 2026? Who does that? Yeah, imagine playing a 0-1 creature. So I lose a creature, but I get in there for a lot of damage. Another rumble. Yeah, oh my god. Opponent's deck just cannot handle a single copy of Rest in Peace. Maybe we should focus on mulliganing to that. Yeah, opponent just died to a single card. Like, what? Isn't that insane? Their deck dies to one card? Pretty absurd. Okay, we have an Ancient Den. We can sacrifice the Cool Dota Rebirth. Did my opponent forget that there is game 3? Where did they go? Hello? Maybe they had to go. Okay, decent hand. Decent hand. Oh, wow. It's kind of surprising. Oh, it must be Ninja. Wait, but if they're playing Ninja, why are they playing Ornithopter though? That makes no sense. Really? You're giving up all the good ninja creatures? That is kind of crazy. Huh. Yeah, they're giving up all the good ninja creatures. Interestingly enough. They're still attacking. Oh, no way. Into a snuff out? That's a huge blowout. Okay, I think we're dead. Last run is not gonna work. Just, they're playing too many creatures. What's better? I think the Warden start is probably better. Since I can go Gleeful Demolition. Of course, of course. I'm gonna leave this Ornithopter back. They have a snuff out. Oh wow. Good thing I didn't cast the Cold Dota Rebirth. Wow, that actually would have been absolutely disastrous. Okay, opponent goes to 13. Moon Circuit Hacker. We're still in a pretty bad spot. As I say that... Oh, but I'm missing so much damage though. But this is probably good. Double Esper Sentinels. Okay, they definitely have something. They definitely have something. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with the Ornithopter. Another Bushwhacker would be kind of nice here. Let's tap you guys. Pulled out the Rebirth. How good is that? I think I need another, like, Bushwhacker, right? Yeah, I think I probably need another Bushwhacker or something. Do I scry once more? Maybe I do. And just chump block one. There. Oh no 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 no! I don't want to keep that. No. No, I don't want to keep that. I just I saw the image and I insta kept it when I shouldn't have, because I can't trigger the surge. I mean, maybe I should just still keep it because I mean we do have Esper Sentinels to go around. Oh wow. Scary. Am I dead? Nice. So should I have Dragon Reality as well? So we already have 8 removal spells. I feel like we shouldn't have more removal spells. I feel like that's kind of wrong. Ooh, this hand looks kind of meh. Much better. Another bunch of Ornithopter start. Okay, so that confirms they only have 1 ninja in hand. They have some sort of a sorcery card. Let's see. It's a Force of Negation. again, but it's still 2 cards. I think that was actually worth it. Sure. 2 for 1. Not bad. Does kind of slow me down. So they might actually get back the Loras here. Also, we should be playing Giganta. Not that we can ever play it, by the way, in a 16-land deck. I'm just saying, it's an option. Terrible hit. I've been missing with the Knight Errant of Bios quite a bit. Wow, they surrender. I guess they just don't have anything? Alright, so we barely got 4 and 3 with this deck, which isn't enough to climb the Mythic ladder, but it was actually better than I expected. Since it's my first time piloting this deck, I did probably miss sideboard a couple of times, you know, overboarding, things like that, and that also kind of led to potentially losing some of the games. And you kind of want to balance between being able to cool the Rebirth and the Gleeful Demolition a little bit reliably without having to sacrifice a bunch of artifacts. After losing to the Affinity, I've also changed some cards in the sideboard. I've also went down on the last Ronin's Technique because although this card is actually quite amazing, by the way, however, the catch is it's only really good if you're playing against a deck that doesn't have that many creatures to begin with, and it's a good finisher if you already have Case of the Gateway Express down on the battlefield and already solved. So this and this goes well together, and Ruby Collector also goes well with the last Ronin technique, since you can sneak it in and then pump the creatures, which cannot be done with the Goblin Bushwhacker and the Reckless Bushwhacker. And I've also went down on the artifact lands and then put in basics. The reason being is because I want to be able to use Meltdown against affinity decks. So although we do also kind of benefit from the fact that we can potentially, you know, Gleeful Demolition and Cool the Rebirth, the Warden of the Inner Sky, being able to tap the artifact lands or destroy or sacrifice the artifact lands to proc these cards, I think having Meltdown is probably better. Since our deck already kind of gets hit by the Meltdown a bit, especially the Clue tokens, Ornithopters, Esper Sentinel, so we don't also want lands to be hit with the Meltdown, but the artifact matchup is just, they're basically a faster deck than us. So that's why I have 2 copies of Meltdown here. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.